referee for this one, Mr. Taman Pompu. You've already seen in great action tonight. The officials and judges have done a sterling job so far. The first of 6 scheduled rounds, and in 3 minutes it's Mark Magsayo in the black and gold. Eric the Destroyer in Indonesia. With a name like Eric Destroyer, you don't need a nickname, do you? Magnificent Mark Magsayo. I'm going to give Mark the nickname of. And the Filipino with the black and gold starting on the front foot here. Eric Destroyer, oh, that left momentarily bamboozled Eric the Destroyer. Referee Pompu just checking they keep the punches above waist height. But it's a strong start from Mark Magsayo. We know he's got the knockout ability in the locker with 13 of these 18 wins coming from knockout. But having said that, Eric Destroyer's only fallen to defeat 4 times, so it should be a stern test. But look at this from the Filipino. Mark Magsayo looking really sharp early on. The Vladimir boxing gym. Oh, nice right as well, Magsayo. And all of a sudden, scrum down. Lifting him off his feet there. The Indonesian trying to get out of trouble as Mark Magsayo continues to come forward here. And I'm looking in the whites of the Indonesian's eyes. I think he knows that Mark Magsayo is going to prove a real tough nut to crack here. Featherweight, even at featherweight with that 57 kilogram weight limit, you know that one punch can really change the course of the fight. What a right that was. I think it was a left actually, following it up. This is a strong start from Mark Magsayo inside the first round. He's looking really impressive here, the unbeaten Filipino. And Eric Destroyer at the moment, I think he's in survival mode already in round number 1. Into the red corner he goes, now tries to switch him into the neutral. He's just picking his shots, using that left jab to great effect, Mark Magsayo with the Philippines. Oh, wild left that missed the target. He really swung with that one. He's got to be careful he doesn't do too much early here, Mark Magsayo. Haven't seen a round go the full 6 yet. Haven't seen a fight, I should say, go the full 6 rounds yet. But Mark Magsayo, well, still some seconds to play in this first round, but he's done enough in the judges' scorecards. Lovely left to the body as well, mixing up his variations and his combinations. Lovely Mark Magsayo early. And you get the feeling he's warming up here for what could be knockout number 14 from 19 wins. Quite the right uppercut there, Eric the Destroyer. I can see in his face that this is going to be one of the best, if not the best fighter he's been in with so far. Mark Magsayo again with a left, and again 3 lefts on the spin. The Indonesian rocked back momentarily, comes back with a left jab of his own. Now to the body goes the Indonesian. Mark Magsayo still comes forward, he won't be deterred. Now he gets him back in his own corner, a big left, misses by a mile from Eric Destroyer. And this has been a really impressive opening 3 minutes, and the Filipino this time lands with a right and another right as well. And just on the bell, there was a little jab there, and the Eric Destroyer was rocked back. I'm not sure he fancies this very much. I've got my money here on a second round stoppage. Mark Magsayo, well, you can always pick holes in boxers' records, saying 18 wins, 13 by KO, hasn't been padded out. This guy is the real deal, and he's not fighting a back number here in Eric Destroyer, and he's well on top. A reminder, immediately after this one, we go to our co-main event. The unbeaten Hamza Farouk fighting out of the Golden Gloves Asia gym, taking on Paibum Lorcam of Thailand. That's for the WBC Asia Continental Super Featherweight title. We've seen some really top quality prospects in action. Already wins for Rahan Ibrahim, Velvan 10 in the amateurs. Sweet B Mehdi Bafudi, very impressive in meeting Dai by Indo. Jason Ambao, the Dynamite Man, getting the better of Tommy Serrat on points. What an impressive performance it was. The first round TKO from Fash Karudin against Fabranti. Then Kirsty Ganaway with her second win in as many outings against Nadia Kaur. And now Mark Magsayo, after a really strong first round, I think is going to turn on the turbo here and try and finish this one off. Eric the Destroyer, too much professional pride to go down without a big fight. And this is an impressive performance. They've not just got him in with any old Indonesian here. Mark Magsayo has been matched against someone who's already managed to have his arm raised in victory 12 times. But Mark Magsayo, with this really impressive leading left, is doing a very, very strong number on him indeed. That sit down underneath the hip, I think, there from the Indonesian. And he's regrouped a little bit, but again he was not exactly saved by the belt, but he was wobbling at the end of that first round in the face of the relentless onslaught from the Filipino fighting out of the Vladimir boxing gym, Mark Magsayo. And again, it's a familiar scene of the Indonesian being rocked back in the corner. Another monstrous left, just about. Eric Destroyer got enough defence on it to get it out. And now I think Eric Destroyer is saying, well, if I just sit back and try and defend, he's going to find a way through. I may as well try and throw some shots of my own. But look at this, a really impressive front foot performance from Mark Magsayo. He's got him against the ropes again, Mark Magsayo. Taking his time now into the corner. When he gets him into this red corner, which is his own corner, Mark Magsayo really tries to unleash with that left that can be devastating both in the jab and when he falls it full throttle. There's the left again. Just missed with another left there. As good head work from Eric Destroyer. Keeps that out. But the Destroyer at the moment ain't far off being destroyed himself. It's a clinic from Mark Magsayo at the moment. Oh, nice three-punch combination. That's the best combination Eric Destroyer's thrown in the fight so far. Getting a little bit more aggressive, and well, he might. Nice jab as well from the Indonesian. Now, is that going to just encourage Mark Magsayo to come forward more, or will he now treat him with a bit more respect? Good head work from the Destroyer, just ducked under that right attempt from Mark Magsayo. And he's done a better job in the second round, Eric Destroyer, of keeping out of trouble. There's still enough time in this second round if Mark Magsayo can land with one of these really aggressive lefts he's throwing, and there's that left again. The left-hand cross finding its target. Final 10 seconds of the second round, and just like it did in the first, Mark Magsayo is finishing very strong here. He's going to survive the second round, Eric Destroyer, but it's another round you'd have to give to Mark Magsayo, even though it wasn't as comfortable as the first. So third round then, Mark Magsayo at the moment is in full control of this bout, but didn't come as close in the second as he did in the first, presumably forcing an early stoppage, but he's come out strong to the body at the start of the third. And Eric Destroyer is only in one gear at the moment, and that's reverse. That left from Mark Magsayo clearly capable of doing some real damage. And Eric the Destroyer going to use plenty of energy just to escape the onslaught from the Filipino. Comes back with a right of his own there though, Destroyer. Just looks unfazed by anything that Eric Destroyer's got to throw, does Mark Magsayo. Nice right this time. Mixes up his combinations really well. And now Eric Destroyer covers up effectively and tries to throw some leather of his own. But at the moment, he's looking hard to try and find a way, even 2 rounds and a minute in, to see if there's a pathway to victory here for Eric Destroyer. His only chance is that Mark Magsayo's early efforts maybe will punch him out, but he looks like so many of the fighters, with that exception really. You can see this isn't one of those cards they just cobbled together. Everyone here is in prime shape. Been some great matches, some great victories. Oh, Eric Destroyer again. He's just hoping, I think, that Destroyer will trade with him at the moment, Mark Magsayo. He's not managed to lull him into that. Mark Magsayo just tends to cover up and then try and almost duck his way out before throwing a couple of shots of his own. But look at this, he's just schooling him at the moment. Eric Destroyer having to go all over the ring. He's covered plenty of real estate because Mark Magsayo bosses the middle of the ring. There, big right, Just got his hands up in time. There's another right and a left. And now Eric Destroyer on the receiving end of one to the body. Still got good movement. But it's evasive action all the way. Still 4 fights after this. Our co-main event is next up. Don't go anywhere. Hamza Farouk of the Golden Gloves Asia fighting out of Singapore, taking on Thailand's Paiboom Lorcan for the WBC Asia Continental Super Featherweight title. 10 3-minute rounds. That's our longest scheduled fight on paper. Our main event only scheduled for 8 3-minute rounds, and that promises to be an absolute barnstormer between two unbeaten prospects in Abdullah Karoum and that is Andrew David. Now Eric Destroyer just having to drive himself out of trouble there. Oh, big to the body again. He's mixed it up brilliantly, Mark Magsayo. He's got 20 seconds left to last out in this third round. Mark Magsayo with a right that just clipped the top of the hair of Eric Destroyer. Final 10 seconds. But to his credit, it doesn't look like he's blowing too hard, Eric the Destroyer, even though he's done all that work. But at the end of the third round, it's still Mark Magsayo in cruise control here live in Singapore. It's the Ring Fighting Championship 6, present and future. So fourth round of a scheduled 6. And at the moment, Mark Magsayo, you get the feeling, is one really impressive flurry away from putting a stop to this. Eric Destroyer has shown plenty of heart, but he's had to do a lot of work in his evasive action. His only hope at this stage is that Mark Magsayo has punched himself out, and I don't see it. In between rounds, Mark Magsayo still looked ice cool and comfortable. Wasn't any distress seasons coming out from Eric Destroyer, and he's forced Mark Magsayo for the first time into a real wild swing there, which almost made the Filipino lose his balance. Well, a decent 1-2 combination from Eric Destroyer, maybe the best he's thrown in the fight so far, but no harm done from a Mark Magsayo point of view. Again, more aggression from Eric the Destroyer. Are there any signs that Mark Magsayo is tiring here? Now, again, a rabbit punch is the call. Oh, nice big right from Eric the Destroyer. This is probably his best round so far, this fourth. Now the left jab. Mark Magsayo just trying to reset here. He's not had a flurry in this round like he's had in the previous 3 that conclusively gives him the round in the eyes of the judges, I'm sure. Still plenty of time though in this fourth round. Going for that 1-2 again. Oh, that was lovely. 4 punches on the spin. Now gets him in the corner and he goes down this time. And that could be all she wrote. I think it might have been a body shot that was a telling blow. Is Eric Destroyer going to get up? I don't think he is. He's up to 8. This is going to be KO number 14 for Mark Magsayo. 19-0. And the man from the Philippines with another big win. Eric Destroyer is still on his feet, finally being helped up, but it was just too relentless. And Mark Magsayo gets the job done inside 4 rounds.